So today we're going to be looking over some of the best budgeting apps. Now we're going to be going through this list, and the first one over here is going to be with Honeydew. Now it is completely free. There is actually no paywall that you have to worry about when it comes to all of its features. It is ideal for couples and partners. You can actually automatically categorize your expenses to make things really easy. You can also set up monthly limits as well too, so you have an idea of where your goals are for every single month. Now, there is a way to actually have a built-in account in the app. The unfortunate thing is there is no APY on your deposit. There is a bill reminder to help you avoid late fees, and you can actually have it toggled on to either one person or both. So if you want to have one person taking care of that in particular bill, there is also going to be an in-app chat feature to help keep budget conversations filtered in one place. So you don't have to worry about looking back in your text messages. It's all in one spot. And you'll also be able to track all your accounts in one place. There's also expense splitting. Similar to apps like Splitwise, Honeydew allows couples to split expenses and keep track of shared cost, which makes things a little bit easier if you have things in individual bank accounts and connected into certain joint accounts. This is unfortunately just an app only, so there is no desktop version. So something to keep in mind if you like to also track on your home computer. And then also too, Honeydew is more focused on analyzing and understanding previous financial activities rather than preparing for future ones. So just something to keep in mind when going through and looking at Honeydew as an option. Now, as we go through this, all of our resources are going to be in the show notes down below. So all the different links to these different apps. Some of them do help support out the channel financially, but we get to make more free content just like this for you. Now, next up on this list is going to be with Empower. This one is actually also completely free to utilize as well. There is a cash flow tracker, which allows you to see your money in a 360 view. So this allows you to have all your banks connected and also allows you to have your overall net worth tracked, which we'll talk about in a second as well. They do have an account as well, where this one you can actually go ahead and earn interest unlike the previous account. This one actually has an ability to have various saving goals to keep track of, so you can actually see how everything is going. This also keeps everything up to date in real time, and they also do have a built-in AI-powered assistant, so you can ask it questions and it can help you kind of guide your way through when it comes to keeping track of your budgets. Now, it does also have a wealth management aspect, which again, we talked about earlier, to be able to track your net worth. So you can put your assets, put your liabilities in there. And there are additional features that you get access to if you have 100K net worth or higher. So just something to keep in mind. This will also allow you to not just look at your budget, but look at your overall finances. Now, next up is going to be with YNAB. Now, YNAB also allows you to connect to your bank accounts automatically, and this updates on a regular basis for you too. You actually stay in sync as well too, whether you're connected to your computer, phone, tablet, or even offline as well. You can manage money together, so you can share your subscription with a partner or families, or anyone else. That's up to 6 people total. You have endless customizations. You can move things in your bills or your frequencies in different sections if you wanted to as well. You also can split up your transactions. So if maybe you spent $100 at one location, but they're under 2 different categories, you can have those gone through. There's also widgets in easy setup mode as well. So if you have it on your iPhone, you can actually have a widget that actually shows things up in real time. You can also set up goals for tracking as well, which is great. They also have loan calculators to help demolish your debt, which is really great. So if you're really focused on taking care of that debt, you can also see spending and net worth reports. This is really great as a holistic view. So you're not just looking at your budget, but you're looking at your overall net worth. Just like all of the other ones, they are bank grade security as well. And YNAB is designed to help plan for future financial decisions rather than tracking past transactions as well. And that's a huge deal when it comes to planning and budgeting properly. So as you can see, it's $14.99 per month or $100 per year. And if you're a college student, you can actually get YNAB entirely free for 1 year if you go ahead and use your college email. Now, next up here is going to be Simplify by Quicken. Now, this one allows you to track multiple saving goals. You can actually synchronize your financial institutions, so have everything connected all together from multiple different banks. You can personalize your budget based on your income and your bills. You also have an income tracker, so this tracks various income sources. So if maybe you do side hustles like Uber driving, or you are an Airbnb host as well, it'll kind of help curate all of that income coming in as well, not just all the money going out. You can also see the future with projected cash flows. So this helps you kind of get an idea if you're kind of ahead of your budget. So that really helps out. And then you also have real-time spending alters, reports, and tools to manage your spending in real time. And you can also share your finances with a partner so that way you guys can all be on the same page. Now, if you want to go with Simplify, it is $3.99 a month as of this recording, or you can do 20% off if you go for the full year as well. Now, next up here is going to be with Monarch. Monarch also allows you to sync up with multiple financial institutions. So if you have multiple banks, this will make it really easy to connect all of them and come into one. You can have transaction rules, so you can have certain things applying to certain types of budgets, so it's easier to go through. You have flexible budgeting tools and rollovers. You also have visual diagrams and charts, so if you're a visual person like myself, it'll be very easy for you to have an understanding based off of the visuals rather than just seeing the numbers straight up. Now, you can also collaborate with a partner or an advisor. So if you have somebody supporting you, you can also go through that. You also have an investment track as well. So that way, if you are also having goals to hit certain numbers with your investments, you can focus on that. Of course, it does track all your financial goals. So if you have things like a trip, if you have a down payment or anything in that regard, you'll have access to set up those goals. You can also customize your dashboard and charts so you can kind of move things around as you need fit. And of course, it does have bank level security when it comes to having everything connected all into one. Now, this one is going to be $14.99 a month. If you decide to go with the full year as of this recording, it is actually up to 45% off. So something to keep in mind when going through and paying for the service. Now, a lot of these will also have typically like a month free to give them a try, and then you can go ahead and go with that annual or that monthly cost. Now, next up on this list is going to be with Cube Money. Now, Cube Money is pretty much live in the know. So you're going to have real-time Cube balances, which effectively means that you're going to be able to see your budgets happening in real time. So this is not looking back at the last month or even just planning for the future. This is in real time, you utilizing your money. So it's effectively envelope system for the 21st century, all digitized for you. Now, they actually hold you accountable for your budget, so that way if you are going over, it'll actually pause on your ability to spend that unless you choose to actively override that. Now, you can also do custom budget plans, so you can have an idea of like home improvements or dining out, and that amount can fluctuate every single month. Now, this is great for families. You can actually have kids get a debit card as well. So something to keep in mind, and it's easily control your subscriptions. So if you have like Netflix or other subscriptions, you can easily kind of put a pause on those, which makes it very simple for you to go through and make sure you're not overspending on certain areas. You do have to open up an account with Cube when it comes going through this process, and the bank they utilize is FDIC insured, so your money is definitely protected. You will get a debit card as well. They do have a basic, premium, and family plan as well. So the basic plan is entirely free. The premium plan right now is $8 a month as of this recording. And then the family plan is $15 a month, and you can actually have up to 5 members, and that's where the kid debit card also does come into play. Now, honestly, Cube Money is currently one of my new favorite budgeting apps out there, so I actually went ahead and created more content here for you to keep on learning more about Cube Money. So check out this video right over here to dive in deeper.